Long ago, in the land of Israel, there was a king known not just for his crown, but for something far more rare: wisdom. His name was Solomon. It was said that God himself had gifted Solomon a discerning heart, a mind to see truth where others saw only noise. One day, two women stood before him, a child at the center of a storm. Both claimed to be his mother. Both told their story. The first woman stepped forward, her voice trembling. "My lord," she said, "this woman and I live in the same house. I gave birth to a child while she was there. 3 days later, she gave birth too. There was no one else in the house, just the two of us. Then, one night, her child died. She got up while I was sleeping, took my son from beside me, and laid her dead child in my arms. When I awoke to nurse him, I saw he was not mine." Then the second woman raised her voice. "No, the living child is mine. The dead one is hers." "You're lying," cried the first. "The dead child is yours. The living one is mine." Back and forth they went, both desperate, both pleading, but only one spoke from a mother's heart. But only one was telling the truth. One woman held the baby with tenderness, her eyes swollen from tears. The other stood tall, her words sharp, her heart closed. They did not know it, but the king saw what they did not say. Solomon said nothing at first. He simply watched, a quiet gaze that looked through flesh and bone, and into the soul. Then, the king gave a command no one expected. "Bring me a sword," he said. "Cut the living child in two. Give half to each woman." Gasps filled the court. The silence shattered. But before the sword could fall, one voice broke through. "No, please, do not kill him. Let her have the child. Only let him live." It was a cry not of defeat, but of love. And the other woman said nothing of mercy. "Let him be neither mine nor hers," she said. "Divide him." It was then that the king rose. With clarity, with calm, Solomon spoke. "Give the child to the woman who would spare his life. She is the mother." The truth had been hidden in the night. One woman had lost a child and tried to take what was not hers. In the quiet of night, she rose, not to mourn, but to deceive. By the flicker of the lamp, she placed her sorrow aside and reached for what was not hers. The truth, however, would not remain hidden. But light always finds what darkness conceals. The people of Israel stood in awe, for they saw not only a king, they saw the wisdom of God alive in a man. And the mother held her child again, not because she fought for him, but because she was willing to let go to save him. And that was the proof Solomon needed. And all Israel heard of the judgment the king had rendered, and they stood in awe of the king, for they saw that the wisdom of God was in him to administer justice. 1 Kings chapter 3 verse 28. But before the judgments, before the temple, before the songs and the scrolls, there was a prayer Solomon made when he was younger. One night, the Lord appeared to Solomon in a dream, and he said, "Ask what I shall give you." And Solomon, a young king with the weight of a kingdom on his shoulders, did not ask for power, or riches, or victory over his enemies. He asked for wisdom. "Give your servant a discerning heart," he said, "to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong." And the Lord was pleased. He said, "Because you have asked for this, and not for long life or wealth, I will give you a wise and understanding heart, such as no one before you has had, and none after you will have." And with that, Solomon awoke. And from that day forward, his wisdom became known in all the earth. If this story spoke to you, if it moved you, or made you reflect on truth, love, and wisdom, then don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. More timeless stories are coming, and we'd love to have you on this journey.